Hey everyone, it's Wingspan TT, and if you're watching, you know what time it is. It's time for ACR, Automatic Call Recording, and I just want to let you know that this video may be recorded for sales training purposes. Now we're moving into round 2 of Bracket C of the Top Tier Tactics Assassin's Creed Revelations tournament. It is Corruption on Sook, and I am starting out as the Corrupted. I think that's a pretty apt thing. I think that's, you know, it's fair, alright? Why not? And although, you know what, I feel like I started out as the Corrupted every single time, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's just going off my memory. It's definitely possible I'm wrong, but I just feel like, yeah, why am I getting stuck in this position? Now, I remember at this part of the match, I kind of mess up. Alright, there goes a person there, but pretty sure it's a decoy. The real player's there. I kind of mess up the lock. I could have gotten him with the hidden gun, but I didn't. And at this point, I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to fuck with Smurf XD here. I have no way of getting to him before Deepwater Dragon does. I'm just going to throw down the firecrackers and just let him get the kill. And again, I am not competing for points in this. I'm basically just here to make sure I record the proceedings, to make sure everyone gets to play, and to put up, you know, some kind of annoying fight so that players can play. And here I make another big mistake. Now, see that happen? I should have realized when I saw that both players changes, they use Morph, that he's the player on the left. Now I go to do the corner trick, but I absolutely mess up. I should have realized it already, that he was the one on the left, and he just got up. And I'm going to use the gun here, and then look at this. Pro move, alright? He teleports away. Now once you see the teleport motion, the best thing you need to do is to start going in the direction that they're looking, because that's where you teleport. You teleport in the direction you're looking when you play teleport. Now, Hauppauge Attack is going to start running that way, and I would recommend in Corruption and not really use the lock when it's unless it's absolutely necessary, because otherwise what's going to happen is all the other players can tell who you're locked and chasing after. Now right there, he stunned me. I switched off to Punk a Chump for a second, alright, which allowed him to basically stun me because I didn't know where he was for a millisecond. And this is basically going to be the end of the round. Punk a Chump is not going to stand a chance against all 4 of these players. I'm pretty sure everyone is running either hitting gun or throwing knives, so running around randomly. But he puts up a pretty good fight considering. Now look at this. One thing I'd like to point this out, Top Tier Tactics, is I used the Chasebreaker swing or sling, or the hook blade sling, or whatever the hell it's called. Here, I actually did get Punk a Chump with the kill, so I get 100 points per round. Wow. But anyway, my point is, in single player, when you have the hook blade, if you go up to Chasebreaker, and this is necessary for a lot of puzzles in the game, right while you're in midair before you land on, if you hit B, instead of going around the corner on the Chasebreaker, you'll swing forward like an extra 20 feet. That's very useful when you're trying to win chases, when you're trying to beat someone to a target in this game, to be able to use Chasebreaker to essentially sling yourself 30 feet forward. Now going into round 2 as the Uncorrupted, now look what I did there. You know, one thing that a lot of players do is they say, okay, well, if you're looking at a group like this, if a player is not standing in one of the cardinal positions in the group, they are the real player. And that's usually true because people usually walk into a group in any open spot, and then usually that open spot's not a cardinal position. The NPCs prefer the cardinal positions. So I would definitely recommend whenever you walk in a group, alright, you should be using the light push button, alright, holding down B or circle, or I believe it's the shift key on PC, okay, or Majeur if you're playing on the French keyboard, and just push the NPC out of the way so you can take one of the cardinal positions. Now here, I start moving away because I'm getting a little nervous about getting sandwiched. I want to move in a new group and see what's going on. Now, I saw him come around the corner. I really should drop the smoke bomb a little bit earlier. And Hauppauge Attack knows exactly what he's doing. Is that the best point kill? No. But he basically, I don't know, it's points. It is points. That's ultimately what this tournament came down to, is the person with the most points. Now, I would say, and I did mention this at some point, that to these players, that going after me is great and all, but I'm not competing with them for the points because my score doesn't count in the tournament. So in a way, killing me is not necessarily advantageous. I mean, yes, they can get the points from me, but as soon as they kill me, I am now competing with them for points. So they really, you know, maybe the best strategy would be to let Wingspan TT live till the end of the round, kill all the other players, and then try to just get me for 100 points at the end. And here's round 3, going into it Once again, not expecting this round to last very long. I just move all the NPCs around a little bit. So, and I could have done a better job. I could have pushed this other guy, but I just didn't want it to be obvious who I was in the group. Like now, I'm next to an NPC. The other NPC who looks like me, the other thespian, is next to the other NPC. So, it's just, you know, if you came into this and you're like, oh, I don't know who this is, you'd have to use Templar Vision or Firecrackers. One thing you can also do is you can try to align yourself to corners on the map. So let's say there's this corner behind me by this pillar. You can set yourself up so there's a straight line between the NPC, you, and the pillar. That way someone can't use the pillar to corner check you. They can't use the line of sight check on you. They can't use the pillar. Now watch this. This is where this match went awry. Look at this. I go throw a smoke bomb. I'm locked on. When I throw a smoke bomb, they throw it into the wall. So that cost me my life. I have no clue why that happened. Normally when you're locked on to someone, you're going to throw any ability, it just gets thrown at their feet like you intended. But whatever. Guys, that's round 2 of Bracket C. Great play so far, very competitive, and let's move into round 3, Wanted on Castel Gandolfo.